What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 94, and we start today's episode off by seeing the board have decided to transfer list Hector Bellerin, as we have not given him a new contract, and also the Borja Lopez has picked up a suspension and will miss the next league game. Of course, you missed the last episode and the last game, that red card, still wondering what on earth that was given for, and also that Paco Candela is happy that he's getting into the team quite a bit. So yeah, Bellerin now on the transfer list. To be honest, he still does play quite a few games, despite the fact Obiang is now our first choice right back, but I don't know how much of a future he has here. He hasn't developed as much as you would probably think, considering the fact he's been in the team since season 1, but even so, we'll have to wait and see. Still, we take on St Etienne for the first game of today's episode. Here is the French side coming to take on El Sardinero. After 3 games in the Champions League group, it is a real shock. 9 points Anderlecht have, we've got 6, and Bayern Munich and St Etienne both have 1 each. So coming into this game, if we beat St Etienne, we effectively knock them out of the Champions League in the group stages and keep the pressure on Anderlecht, who are the group leaders so far. And the first chance would fall to the French side here, as Albin Tozer almost gave the ball away, but thankfully for us, Ruben Blanco made a great save. Well, he did give it away, but Blanco made a great save to bail him out, and it was still 0-0. In the 24th minute, there was a great chance for us to take the lead. Oza Perez comes forward here in his tackle, but St Etienne failed to get the ball away. Oliver Torres wins it back, keeps hold of the ball, takes it around his man with the Berber spin, then a quick little roulette, nice dribbling by Torres, then a quick little fake shot, then a quick little shot, and finds the bottom corner and makes it 1-0 to Racing Santander. So lovely little goal by Oliver Torres there, nice celebration as well, and it's Racing Santander 1 and Etienne 0. So as soon as we won the ball back there, I went down the right hand side of the penalty area, cut inside really quickly, and I didn't really fancy Torres' chance of finding the bottom corner there. And as you'll see, I think the goalkeeper Ruffier probably should have saved it, but even so, they all count. Torres finds the back of the net, and as you can see, it should have been saved by Ruffier, really, shouldn't it? But regardless, Torres gets the goal. It's first in Europe this season, and it's Racing Santander 1 and Etienne 0. And with 15 minutes to go, it was still 1-0 to the home side, and Etienne had barely done anything, to be honest, other than the first chance he had of the game. But as you can see, we failed to get the ball away, and unfortunately for us, the shot is taken and Ruben Blanco can't keep it out, and St Etienne do indeed equalise here at El Sardinero. So just 13 minutes to go, and sadly for us, we couldn't hold on to the win. If we won this game, St Etienne would be leaving the Champions League, but for us, sadly, we couldn't hold on to the 3 points, and we do have to settle for 1. So we're now up to 7 points in the group stage. As you can see, because Bayern Munich beat Anderlecht, now they're now on to 4 points. Anderlecht, of course, still have 9. It's going to be a massive game, the penultimate game in the Champions League group stage, when Bayern Munich come and takes on El Sardinero. That will be our next European game. That is going to be huge. If Bayern Munich win it, they could possibly overtake us on the head-to-head ruling. If we draw it, we'll be in a really healthy position. If we lose it though, if we win it though, we will guarantee qualification to the knockout stages. So what a massive game that is going to be. Can't wait to play it. Still, we take on Athletic Bilbao for the second of 3 games in today's episode here. So travelling to take on our rivals, of course, Athletic Bilbao, listed as the rivals of Racing Santander in the game. So taking on Bilbao, the first chance fell here in the 5th minute as Aitorapse plays the ball through towards Garmero here. As we fail to get the ball away, Aitorapse strikes it, but it's a good stop by Ruben Blanco and turn behind for a corner. So good save by our goalkeeper there. But just before half time, Athletic Bilbao would take the lead, sadly for us. Garmero's header is absolutely fantastic and finds the back of the net, and Bilbao do take the lead in this game. So lovely cross into the box there, and as he wins the header, it goes right into the top corner. There's no chance for Ruben Blanco, and sadly for us, Athletic Bilbao do take the lead in this game. So wasn't really sure what to expect coming into the game, to be honest. We've been on a bit of an inconsistent run of late, but that header was fantastic, and I cannot blame the goalkeeper for that. It's 1-0 to the home side, and sadly going into the break we are behind. But 9 minutes after the break, a great chance to equalise here as Jesse Rodriguez goes down this right hand side. He cuts past his man with a Berber spin, gets inside and shoots for a tight angle, but the goalkeeper makes a good stop and keeps it at 1-0. So good save by the goalkeeper there. But to be honest, for the majority of the game, it was pretty poor from myself. I wasn't playing very well at all, in all honesty. You know, I couldn't really blame the AI goalkeeper for the goal Bilbao scored. It was relatively poor marking in the centre by me, and I wasn't defending well. I wasn't passing the ball very well. As you can see, the possession there was heavily in Bilbao's favour. They had a good chance there to make it 2-0, but the shot went wide, and for the most part, I kept giving the ball away. When we decided to try and be a bit more urgent with our play, I kept on giving it away. away and throwing too many bodies forward. And as you can see, with 8 minutes to go, I did give away a penalty as well, as Carlos Blanco took his man down. And again, I had no complaints about it. Sometimes you'll get a penalty awarded against you and it's a really dodgy decision. For this one, I was just playing poorly. I tugged on the shirt, the frustration was evident, and Bilbao had themselves a penalty. He did go down pretty softly, but it's still a penalty regardless. So Isaac Cuenca is going to stand up and take it and surely make it 2-0 to Athletic Bilbao. I was having a poor game, so it would just be, you know, misery compiled really. I wasn't doing enough in this game. Cuenca stands up and takes it, but Ruben Blanco does pull off the save as he chips it straight down the middle and Blanco has a simple catch. But the penalty save in the end would count for nothing other than personal pride. We still lost the game by a 1-0, and deservedly so as well, you know, like deservedly so. I didn't do enough in the game, I didn't play very well, and in the end the home side were better. It's never nice to lose to your rivals, but I didn't do enough, and there you go. Still following that, an international management offer from Russia, and of course we say no. And also for the second time, Carlos Blanco is going to represent Spain. He's been called up to the national team. That's fantastic. I wish there were match reports from international games so you could see how the players got on, but yeah, Blanco's been called up to Spain again. That's fantastic. Borja Lopez's suspension is now over, and yeah, it's really good now. I'd like to think that every single time there's an international break, Carlos Blanco should be making the squad now, because you know he's got into it in 2 consecutive times, so hopefully he'll continue to make the Spain squad, and that's really good. You know, the aim of the series, club and country, is obviously to have players playing for the club and the country. It's taken a long time, but now we've got a national representative, and I'd like to think that he continues to play for the team now, so really pleased with that. And again, I really wish there were match reports so you can see how the players got on. But yeah, Blanco has been selected to play for his country again, and that is fantastic. So we take on Deportivo for the third and final game of today's episode here as they take us on El Sardinero. So a couple of games without a win, obviously the draw against an Etienne and then the loss to Athletic Bilbao. So coming into this game, we really did need to amend it and get ourselves back to winning ways. The first chance fell there, but Rodriguez's shot was saved, and then the second chance fell there, but the header goes over the bar and behind for a goal kick. So still goalless in this game. And in the 39th minute, Deportivo almost took a shock lead here as the cross comes into the box. We failed to get it away. Terrible defending. Blanco then spills it, but thankfully for us the shot goes wide and behind for a goal kick. So poor defending there from me, and I got very, very fortunate, but it was still 0-0. And just before half time, a good chance here. This header goes over the bar, but did take a deflection, so it goes behind for another corner. It's crossed in by Jesse Rodriguez in towards the centre. It goes up, goes in the air. Rubinho goes for a header, gets taken down, and the referee gives a penalty. So penalties are Racing Santander, and to be honest, I didn't really know whether it was a penalty or not, and of course we know the rule with penalties, we'll always chip it down the middle if we're not too sure. You can see why the referee does give it, as there is a nudge in the back of Rubinho, but he does seem to be a little bit late in his fall and his dive to the floor, so I wasn't sure. Personally speaking, I would have given a penalty if I was the referee, but there you go. So maybe it was a penalty, but in my opinion I don't think it was one. So as per usual, we chip it down the middle, give the goalkeeper a chance of saving it, but he dives to his right hand side and Jesse Rodriguez does make it 1-0. So we take the lead just before the half-time mark. Jesse Rodriguez with the goal, making it 1-0 to Racing Santander, and again a little bit fortunate in my opinion. I didn't think it was a penalty, maybe it was, but Rodriguez gets his second goal in La Liga this year and makes it Racing 1, Deportivo 0. But 6 minutes after the restart, there was a great chance for Deportivo to equalise, but Thomas Llamas' strike is rushed and goes wide at the post and behind for a goal kick. And he took a touch there, he could have been one-on-one with Ruben Blanco, but he rushed the shot, and in the end he does put it way off target. So still 1-0, and from the goal kick we pass out from the back, and Ranieri Guza spreads it out wide towards Hector Bellerin. Bellerin fakes shots around his man, he keeps hold of the ball, plays it back towards Ranieri Guza. Lovely through ball into Moy Gomez, down his left hand side, great chance to make it 2-0, but as you can see the shot is taken, but it goes wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. So still 1-0 to Racing Santander, but we were the better side in this game. We were looking pretty strong, but we just couldn't find that second goal. As you can see later on, a great chance to get it here. Rano Delgado off the bench comes forward here, gets tackled, but it comes to Keiko. Keiko keeps hold of the ball, plays it inside towards Delgado. Delgado's pass is deflected, but it comes to Perez. Perez takes it round his man, keeps hold of the ball, plays it back towards Schwarzer. Schwarzer finds Delgado. Delgado to Keiko, but the strike goes off target and behind for a goal kick. So there were lots of chances to grab ourselves a second goal in this game. As you can see in the top left, we were the far better side in this match, but I just couldn't seem to score more than the one goal which we did score from the penalty. So despite the fact the penalty was pretty dubious, and as things still we were going to win just because of that, on another day we would we would have finished one or two of these chances. There were so many of them. Delgado shot well saved with the goalkeeper there and cleared away. But it was how the game would finish though. So Racing Santander 1, Deportivo 0. We do win the game due to that penalty from Rodriguez. And, you know, to be honest, drawing against an Etienne, losing to Bilbao, only sneaking a 1-0 win here against Deportivo, despite the fact we were the far better team. I'm not going to say the wheels have come off, but it's pretty evident we started to slow down a little bit and beginning to look at, well, just not as good as we were at the start of the season, let's just say that. But the last thing you'll see is that Malouda is returning from injury, which is good, although he'll barely ever play, so there you go. And also that we offered a contract to Hector Bellerin to try and get him off the transfer list. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.